What's up, guys? I am here today. I'm gonna actually today we're working with we're gonna be using Land Insights today, and the goal today is we're gonna be picking some markets. I'm gonna pick some markets in some areas I've never worked before, so pretty stoked about that. We're gonna be using Land Insights V1 to kind of pick out what we're gonna do, pick out the markets we're gonna go on and stuff like that. I'm super excited because I'm getting access to V2, and then I'm gonna showcase that all to you guys next week. Super excited for that. It's gonna be insane, the stuff we could do. There's a lot of secrets that I'm not even privy to yet, and the type of stuff that's gonna be on there. But today I'm gonna show you how we pick markets and the type of stuff we look for when we're picking a market. So whether we're using Land Insights, whether you're using your own system, whatever you're doing to pick markets, this is all the same. But this is the foundation for picking land markets to buy and sell land in. That's what I'm going to work on today. We're going to look at different things we kind of focus on and reasons why we choose markets. So basically, I want to pick something in an area where I've never worked before. I'm always looking to branch out in other markets, always looking to try new things. So today, we're gonna roll right into that. Love to see you guys drop any questions or anything like that here. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm gonna, as soon as I get access to it, I'm gonna start doing some some lives to show you guys some of the V2 stuff. I've been talking to Rylan and Kyle, who've been heading up the build out for that, and it is absolutely ludicrous. So, pretty damn stoked about it. So I'm gonna get some. They're gonna send me some pictures and stuff like that. They sent me some pictures, so I'm gonna be showing you guys a little bit of what V2 looks like. All right, cool. So let's go here. We're gonna start. I want to try to price a market in an hour. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pick a market. We're gonna look at over all the data, and I'm gonna price the whole thing out live right now. It does not take a long time to price markets. A lot of people think it does. It really doesn't. As long as you could find a good market, it's quick. So I'll show you guys right now exactly how to do that. All right, so we're going to share my screen. Sweet. Awesome. Let's do this. I'm going to give away some data today too. I want to give away something good. What can I give you? Let me get some music going. And then I want to pick out, I want to give away like 5,000 records. Who wants some records? While I'm pulling data, I will pull data for you as well, and then I'll send it to you. So let's pick somebody in here. Oh, I'm going to explain to you guys that, Johnny, that was a good question. I'm going to show you exactly what we started doing for our landlocked properties. So the cool thing is actually you don't even have to worry about landlocked anymore on V2. V2 will be able to scrub out landlocked properties in like seconds. So the stuff I'm doing that costs, a lot of time and money, you won't have to worry about. So here we go. All right, so here we are. This is Land Insights V1. It is nice. It is great, but V2 is going to be sick. So let's go like this. Let's start. I think the newest data is in here. Let me just see. County market analysis. So Land Insights is awesome because this literally takes, I used to spend about $2,000 a month just on aggregating markets. So what I would do is I would pay VAs, come in here, pull data, scrape it together, put it all together on a list, the whole nine. And it was great, but I wasn't getting all this stuff. So March is in, yes. So I wasn't getting all this data that I get here. So now with Land Insights, what they added, let me just show you the 0.2 to 100. So 0.2 to 100 you'll see a bunch of stuff on here where it shows you like you have active, how many are active, how many are pending, how many sold last month, 3, 6, 1 year. Then you have the sell-through rate. So I used to just have a VA that would do the active and then the pendings and the sold in a year, and then they would do the sell-through rates for me. And I would literally pay $2,000 a month to do all the states I was doing. So this saved me a ton of time and a ton of money, all that stuff. Now here's the coolest part. Now we have, this is an update a couple months ago where they added median pricing in a market, the 1 month, the 3, all the median pricing. The Genie score basically tells you how homogenous the market is and average days on market. Honestly, DOM is one of my personal number one favorite things to look at because I want to know how long my lender's capital is going to be out. And by looking at the average DOM, I know how long it's going to be out based on those numbers. So if the average market's like 60 days, I know my lender's probably going to be out between 30 and 90 days, realistically. So I absolutely freaking love that. So so let's do this. Give me a state, guys. Give me a state to do. Let me see it in the comments. I'm thinking, I think I know where I want to go, but I want to hear what you guys. Well, so it's based on, right now it's based on everything, the 0.2 to 100, because that's what I'm looking in. He's asking what the median size property is. So right now it's looking at everything. I personally, if you're going to look at median, you got to go down to a smaller scale, like 5 to 10, 10 to 20, things like that. So, I don't know what is my Spotify. Nevada. No, thank you. Nevada. No, I do South Carolina on North Carolina. It's North and South Carolina I do all the time. Michigan is interesting. It's definitely the season for Michigan. Let's see. Let's look at this. I like Pretty Land, Wisconsin. Yep. Let's just go here. Let's see. Let's look at Michigan. So the one thing with sell-through rates and states like Michigan, states like actually, let me go to Zillow. Redfin does not want to work while I'm on live. So let's do this. Let's go to Michigan. Michigan. So the thing with a lot of these states, the Great Lakes states, and a lot of the Northeast, a lot of these the sell-through rates and things like that could be off based on there's not a lot of activity going on in the winter because a lot of these areas are snow covered. So a lot of this stuff you won't see as much activity. Your sell-through rates actually might be a little lower than they will be towards the summer. So some of the stuff you look at and you're like, it's a bad market. So it's probably not a bad market. You probably just have to go back a little further, like where it's March right now. So you probably want to look back 6 to 9 months and see what the sell-through rates kind of were then, and then kind of project forward a little bit. I kind of want to do this area up here, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. What do you guys think about that? Anybody ever worked up there? Big land markets are you insights where you purchase by 45, 55%, 75 to 100. All right, so Gianni, how are you picking markets and land insights where the purchase price 45%, 55, say 75, 100K? Would your sell be 150 to 50? Yeah. So if land insight says the median is about 125, then you're going to be buying it at that. So it's median based on what's recent sales are. So yeah. So let's look at Maine. Let's look at Maine. It's a pretty market. I want to check Vermont. Let's check Vermont, guys. So we're going to start here. This is 0.2 to 100 acres. I typically work on 5 acres plus. So I'll typically look at 5 acres plus for most of my stuff. Um, yeah. So Anthony, we started scrubbing like crazy now. I have 2 VAs that scrub fully. That's all they do is full time. They're 40-hour a week VAs that all they do is scrub. So it's actually pretty interesting now. We're going to look at this. I want to see what the 6-month sell-through rate is here. So this is the total, all the counties that are listed for Land Insights. So we got 45% on the 6-month. Like I said, these could be a little bit lower. Look at the 1 year. The 1 year's 306 in Washington County. So this is important because the pending and the 1 month are low, but you have to think of seasonality in markets when you think of this stuff. So when you're looking at these types of markets, seasonality plays a huge role because you're looking at the current and then the 1 month. When this is all snow covered, there's not a lot of action going on here. So I don't take into these numbers like too much right now because it's really subjective at that point. So I'm going to look further out. I'm going to look at the 6-month and the 1 year sell-through rates and kind of see what they look like. So we got Washington County. So far looks pretty crazy. You got a median active price of 160, median pending of 70. Interesting. So let's look at this too. Here's the Genie score. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go smaller scale. I want to look at the 5 to 10s and see if Washington County comes up. How much mail are you sending out per month? I send anywhere between 20 and 25,000 pieces a month. And we're actually now, what we're doing, we're changing up a little bit of our mail, how we do things. So we're changing up some of the stuff. We're scrubbing a lot more. So we're actually going to be sending up better quality parcel, like better quality mail, which will increase better quality leads, which would be better contracting rate, all that stuff. So we might actually end up going pricing a little bit higher, knowing that. So we're going to look at this. Here we got, I want to look at the 1 year STR. So Orange County is actually hotter right now in the one year for 5 to 10 acres. So you got 5 to 10 acres, 167 on the 6-month. So it's funny. Look how low Washington is here on the 5 to 10 acres, which what that just tells me is that there's probably a lot more infill lots in Washington than Orange County and Caledonia. It's totally market dependent. So Jeremy's asking, how many deals are we averaging? 25,000 mailers. So on average, so here's a calculator. Let me pull this little baby up. So let's say we send 20,000 mailers. We're getting typically like a 0.004%, the 0.4% response ratio, between 0.04% and 0.05% or 0.5% response ratio. So we get anywhere between 80 and 100 leads, and then we'll probably get rid of a lot of those leads. And then we typically go under contract for about, I'd say we get about 5. It's usually about every 4,000 pieces of mail we get a contract. So you're talking about 5. If we're sending 20,000, that's about 5 deals. And each deal average net is about 30K is our minimum that we'll make on a deal. So that's kind of what we shoot for. So you're talking about 5 times 30K. It's about 150K a month. So just in January alone, though, we have 300K in pipeline profit in January, about 150K pipeline in February. March right now we're kind of slow. We have a couple deals that we're working, some older leads and all that stuff. So we're probably closer to, like, if we get one deal alone is about 100K pipeline, and then we have a couple other we're working right now. Bob's got 2 or 3 right now that I think total pipeline of those 2 is about 100K. So that's 200K pipeline profit for this month so far. And our mail hasn't even seasoned yet. So I'm hoping we could pull this month. We could probably pull in another 250K. I'd be pretty stoked. So, but this number is going to get better now because what we're doing is scrubbing out our data a lot better. And I'll briefly show you guys that real quick, what it kind of looks like. Big D, love it. John, make it some honest, yeah, good for you, bro. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Love the big D. That's great. How long would you say it takes for your mail to fully season? 8 weeks. 8 weeks to fully season mail. But we get deals that come in 4 or 5 months later. You never know. It just sits on their desk or table, and then all of a sudden they're going for it. So you just never know. So let's take a look at this county right here, Orange County. I also want to look at the days on market. So look at this. This is awesome. Look at this average days on market. The 5 to 10 acres, 30 days, 72, 67 on the 1 year. This is freaking solid. Let me see how many comps sold. Let me see. I have not that many sold, so that's probably why the numbers are high. Only like 5. And let's see this. Let's check out the Genie score. Here's the average price per acres in these areas. So you got 5 to 10 acres, price per acre is 6K. Median sold 5 to 10K. All right, let's check out. Let's see what this county's got. So another important thing, you always got to look for what the active and the pending are. Not a lot of activity, you're not going to have a lot of comps. So while Orange County looks pretty good, the comps and activity seems a little light. So I really like to look at least 20 in the last 6 months, and I don't see anything on Vermont right now that's really doing that in the 5 to 10 acre category. I'm sorry, usually on the 5 to 40 acre category, I want to see like at least 20 so I have enough comps in the 6 month range. Here, if I have like in a small category like 5 to 10, if I could parse out enough data like 7, 8, maybe 10 comps, I could price that market pretty accurately. So let's look at Caledonia. Pretty small county. Let's see. All right, so we're going to go to land. I want to see. Let's just go 5 to 10s. I want to see the type of land that's selling too, which is super important. What was the Genie score in this area? Did I pass it? No. Here you go. So the lower the number, the better it is. So you got 47, 45. It's mid-range for Genie. So let's look at this type of land. What's this 80 acre? So this sold in November. What is Genie score type? Genie score tells you how homogeneous the market is. Basically, like, is everything trading on a relatively the same price per acre? The lower the Genie score, the more homogeneous. Correct. The lower the Genie score, the more homogeneous. Yes. So let's look at this. So this was listed 630 and went contingent 927. That means it took 90 days to go contingent, and it sold in what, like 120 days, something like 130 days. That's actually like a little too long for me. Let's look at this. So you went contingent. So we went listed for sale. And then I went contingent within 4 days. That's way better. And then sold right away. So they were priced right. Probably better land. Okay. That's not bad. All right. Let's check the next acreage range. I want to try to speed this baby up. I don't know what Genie stands for. That's a riling question. I'll have to find that out. I just know what it does. So I only have 23 results in this category. Actually, it's not terrible for this range. So we got a lot of 40s, 11s. 7 6s. Pretty nice land. I love rolling hills, trees, and all that stuff. I hate looking at Nevada land and all that stuff. It's just so brown and boring. Can't stand it. This is, to me, is like absolutely gorgeous. I'm in Jersey, so I love seeing trees. I love seeing all the, forests and everything like that. I just love it. This for sale, 65. Went contingent pretty fast, and it sold. All right, so this county I'll keep in mind. This isn't bad. We'll just do a quick spreadsheet real quick. So usually I have like a spreadsheet that's like a market watch spreadsheet. But just for this, I'll just do this. Caledonia. Caledonia. All right. What else do we got? Let's look here. Let's go back to this. Bennington. I think Vermont has some extreme transfer tax unless you hold for long times. Yeah, I think you are correct in that. I think it does have extreme transfer tax. I've heard of that. It's also never really worked there yet. So far, the market looks okay. It's not really jumping at me. But this is the beautiful thing about Land Insights is I could just pop into another market and see what it's looking like. So let's actually do that. Let's look at Michigan. Let's look at Maine. ME. Let's look at Maine real quick. So let's look at Maine. I want to look at how many sold. The last 3. All right, so this is way better. See, much more activity in the last 6 months. You had 23 in the 5 to 10 acre range in Hancock County. We have STRs are a little light. Let's see how many are actives. 21 active. STRs are a little light, but then again, these two, like I said, I'm not going to be too stringent on. I like to be about 50% on my 3 month, and then I'm actually good at my 6 month. I like to be above 75, and total market it's actually looking really good. Right here for total market, average days on market. Yeesh, I don't like that at all. Let's look at the average days on market lowest. So you got 46. Let's see what Cumberland looks like. So Cumberland, not a lot of active, not a lot of pending, kind of 6 month, decent on the 6 month. Our STRs are 24, 6, 18, 82, 288. Cumberland might be all right. Let's check out Cumberland. Actually, let's look at Genie score first. Price points are where I want to be in the 130 range. I love the buy for 70, sell for 120. That's like my bread and butter. I love that. Let's see, price per acre. How much for mailer when you order? We're about like 51 cents a mailer right now per mailer. Something like that. It's 16 cents for the mailer, full color and everything like that, and 38 cents for the postage. So 16 to 31, whatever that math turns out to be. It's maybe 54 cents. Could be totally wrong. Genie score is 38. A little high. Not perfect, but let me check it out. Cumberland. Let's check this baby out. So Vermont might be a little bit too slow for me, but with this, okay, so Cumberland I'm not going to do. Pricing out a market like this is going to be super tough. Anything that's coastal, it's really going to require a lot of like zooming in, drawing circles of all that stuff. I don't really want to do that today. Let's look at, I want to see, let's do 6 months olds. Now you could also filter this down if you say like, I just want to see anything that has more than X, Y, and Z, like 10 sold, whatever you can. Yeah, you could filter that stuff down. Yeah, I'm using Rocket Print for my stuff. They're great. Kelly's awesome. So we use Rocket Print, and then I use Answer Force as my my call center. They both crush. Let's see. I got Kennebec, Kennebec County. Alrighty. All right, so we got a lot of water, which is okay. I'm gonna have my guys scrub this out anyways. But let's just see what kind of parcels we're looking at. 10 acres, 20 acre. So this is 10 to 20 right now. 296. Let's see how long this took. If this took too long, I won't even touch the market. I don't like stuff that takes too long. And this is see more facts, price, show more. Where'd it go? Come on, sweetheart. No history. Love that. $130. I like $130. Let's see what our history looks like. Price history unavailable. I wonder why. Must be a Maine thing. I've never worked this market, so I don't really know too much about it. That's interesting. So the days on market is not showing up here. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is my type of parcel right here. Look at all the woods. Oof. That is beautiful. I want to buy that. Okay. So you got 10 acre parcel. This is, how much did it sell for? $75K. So 7,500 an acre. I get down with that. 12 acre, it's about the same price. So far, this looks actually like a pretty good area. I like this one. Kennebec. Me. All right, so we're about 28 minutes in. I still have plenty of time to price something. I'm going to look at 2 more markets. Oxford, we have 6 months, a little light. Ooh, let's look at Waldo. Waldo, how many sold? 16. I'll take Waldo. Waldo County. I'm not going to do Waldo. Pennsbuck. So a little light right here. It's just on the threshold. Let's check Somerset. Somerset's big. Okay, so I could already tell you right now, this is big mountainous area, so we're gonna have a tough time over here. Kind of running through this market, but all over here, you're gonna be pretty good. So when we go to scrub this out, we might actually scrub this whole half out. One, we have 0 comps in this area. So that's one major factor. But overall, the land looks pretty nice. A little lighter for my thing. Then it's great if you go over scrubbing this today at some point. Yeah, I'll show you that too, Michael. I'm going to go over quickly how I scrub my list. It's something that anybody could do. And the cool thing is with Land Insight V2 is it's already going to scrub out. There's an option to scrub out anything that's landlocked, which is going to be super helpful. Just cutting down your mailers for the landlocked properties. But we scrub out for flood zone, landlocked, all the weird things. Why no Waldo? Waldo is on the water. So anything on the water is going to be a little tougher. So if I'm trying to do this quick, I don't want to do that. Let's get, I don't even know how to say it. Piscataquis. Jeez. Who names these things? All right. Same thing. So this whole southern edge is all like, this is all where it all the action happens is all down here. So if you're looking for like a submarket, boom, you hit this little submarket right down here. It's going to be super easy. Prices look decent. I like where we're at. We're going to do Kennebec. So I'm going to pop over to Land Vision real quick. I'm going to pull some data for somebody too. So somebody drop something in there. Everybody drop some markets in there. I'll pick one at random and I'll pull your data for you. And then I'll drop you an email and send you all that data. Kennebec County, MA. No idea if that's how you spell it. Oh, look at that. I did it right. Okay, so we're going to go location. Deselect. Let's start this. K-A-N-N-E-B-E-C. Wow, that's beautiful, Lily. Mm-hmm. So we're going to look at vacant land, agricultural, vacant land, right here, Buckingham, VA. Okay. We're going to look at, deselect all. I pull everything 4+ acres. Oh, sorry. 4 to, oops, that would have been 41. 4 to 10,000.
Yeah, can I go on my bike that I can like ride on?
You can stay right here.
Like the sitting one?
Just stay over here, okay?
Okay. What's the day where you can
All right, so we got that. Let's go ownership. I don't do anything like out of market, out of whatever. I just want to make sure the owner doesn't live there. That's my only thing. So that's pretty much all I'm looking for. All right, so let's apply filter. Are you scrubbing with Land Vision? Is Land Vision too difficult to train VAs? Yeah, so I don't scrub with Land Vision either. How much time please and outsourcing counties? All right. What happened here?
garage? I can't get it out. Too big.
Include area. All right, what's going on here?
That the garage too big to pick up.
I will have to do it later, Bill.
Oh.
Here.
I don't
Want to come say hi?
No.
You don't want to say hi?
I want to.
Rude. Oh, there we go. Let's try that.
I want to do it.
All right, hang on one second. I got to open the garage for my daughter. Back. Okay. So Land Insights, Land Vision, they changed something and it's quite annoying now. Oh wait, they fixed it. Did they fix it? Maybe they didn't. The heck? you used to be able to hit search here, and it would allow you to search here to pick a county, but now they took that away, and it's quite annoying now because you have to search in the location. So it gets super annoying. So let me try to figure this thing out. There we go. Labels, parcels, builder side, zip codes, boundaries. Let's take these off real quick. Okay. Okay, so this whole thing is kind of back. Perfect. That's better. Okay. Now I see what we're going on. So this is all Kennebec right here. So we have a inside Leah. Inside Leah, we put together a group, and in the group we were able to get Land Vision for about $4,000 for the year. Now it's totally worth it if you're pulling a lot of data, like I am. I'm typically pulling anywhere between like 40 to 50,000 records a month, and then scrubbing through them, giving away data, all kinds of different things. So it's totally worth it for me. But if you're not pulling that much data, data tree is actually better for a few reasons. The data is actually a little, sometimes it could be a little bit fresher on something's going on with this. It is not pulling everything for some odd reason. Let me see. So data tree could tend to have better data sometimes. So if you're pulling less than 10,000 records, you're actually in a good spot with data tree. If you're pulling anything more than that, Land Vision is where it's at. The other reason why we like Land Vision is a lot of the other things we could do with it. Let's see. I don't know why this is doing this. A lot of things like we could look at builder data. We could see who's building where, all that kind of stuff. So really, it's really helpful for us when we're doing that. I'm just including the zip codes. For some reason, Land Vision's not being my friend today. Everything's fighting me today. So I'm just selecting all the zips to also search here. All the zips that data is not pulling up in for some odd reason. Search here. Now, it could just be that there is no data, which I kind of doubt, but I'll still try this anyways. That's Somerset County. Whoops. Kennebec, search here.
Can I go inside with the chickens?
Go ahead, babe. That's Somerset. That's Somerset. That's Waldo. Good thing is too, so let's say with Land Insights, if you want to work in Waldo, let's say, but a lot of that area, you're like looking at this, you're like, it's by the water and stuff. You could just go in there and find out the hot zip codes in that county and just work those hot zip codes. Which is also super easy to do. So if that's something you like better, you could just work zip codes. We started pulling certain zip codes in certain areas just because we noticed, the total market isn't hot. But certain zip codes are, so we'll just work in certain areas. Which area? Okay, so let's try this again. Let's apply filter. Wow, okay. That's so interesting. There's like no data. Okay, so let's add all this to the list. Man, this county is really fighting me. I wonder if we're going to have issues with a lot of this stuff. Just based on how everything's kind of working right now, how we're pulling data. I wonder if we might have issues in Maine with pulling data here. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to just download this list. Okay, let's hit this. Let's export to CSV. Perfect. Right. Let me do this. I'm going to give, let's go here. So LandVision gets their data from First American. Oh, okay. There you go. LandVision gets their data from First American, who is data tree. Nice, Anthony. So it still could be delayed. So if data tree updates it, then they have to wait for the API to come in. So could take a little bit of a while. Yeah, data from Maine is rough. Okay. That's good to know. I wonder if that Maine just might be better to work county data. How much on a weekly basis you spend? So I used to spend a lot of time sourcing new counties, and I used to track all this stuff. I don't have to anymore with LandVision. I mean, with Land Insights. Land Insights just allows me to save a buttload of time. Man, I'm going to pick Richmond County for you. Richmond County, GA. All right, let's see here. Richmond. We're going to go location. Mena, what's the ranges you want? Tell me the type of data you want. Do you want everything? Do you want all the small stuff, everything? Or do you just want 5+ acres? Okay. County. Richmond. Property type. And you're okay here going vacant land, ag. Characteristics. What kind of characteristics? So you want just the lot size. So I'm going to do 4+ for you. I do 4+ because 4.9 acres is still, in my eyes, still good. All right, so and I'll just go 10,000. Okay. That's my characteristics. And ownership, deselect all. So are you okay just with owner occupied? No? Okay.
I can only see 2 chickens. There's only 2 chickens.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to that chicken?
She's still here. She's good.
Where?
I don't know where she is. There he is. There he is. Sweet. That's it? There's only 1,700 records? Come on, man. I thought I would have given you more than that. Nice. Okay, so Peter says he tried Maine and he had to give up on the data. So, which is good to know. I don't mind. It doesn't scare me. I'll still work with it. Because you could always look at there's a ton of different ways to kind of look at the data. You could do by the GPS, lat long, all that stuff. So it's not the end of the world if you can't just work with that. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So Mena, I got your data. I'm gonna pull somebody else's because that was easy. Wisdom. I'm gonna pull Hendersonville, North Carolina for you. So let's go Hendersonville, NC. So let's change location. So let's clear, remove list. Okay, cool. Let's hit apply filter. Are you good with that? I'll show you guys how I scrub data. I actually got the idea from another Leah member, David. Wisdom, you good with that? 4+ acres, non-owner occupied, all that stuff? Or do you want smaller? Do you want all the stuff or just that? While that's pulling here, let's do this. I'm going to show you guys quickly what I do for my data. So I just started doing this last week, did a trial run on it, and I actually love it. We're saving a ton of money now because of the way we're going to do it. So we go here, it's county pricing. So what I do is we have basically a 5-step program. Can it be made? Yeah, I'll do 2+ acres. I'll do this. Let me just, I'll go back to it. Just DM me in Discord and I'll send you the data right from there. So I go step 1, scrub, 2, price, 3, review, 4, it's priced RTM, ready to mail, and 5 is scheduled for mail. And then once it goes out of here, then it goes out to mail and we're good to go. So step 1 is pricing. So we're going to go here. This is one of the counties you just did. So here's our raw data. So basically what I do is I go and I give all this raw data. So here you could see there's, actually, let me go Rowan County. This one was a better example. So I go in here. So we're basically 1 is a good property with road frontage, 2 is a bad property, flood zone, very odd shape, very steep topography, has a house. 3, unknown, flagpole lots, has some road frontage, but very weird shape. 4 is a prime large lot, large parcel, over 5 acres with 2 or more sides road frontage. These prime lots are something that I'll pull out later on and remail in a different way. I'm going to first mail them on my first pass just to see what happens, but then I'll remail them later on. So what I do, put all my data in here. You can see all this stuff. All the data's here. Now, this is a very time-intensive process, or not really. It takes about 30 seconds per parcel. So what they do, they go over here, they copy this. They're going to go into land ID, sign in. You don't need the most expensive land ID. I'm using the cheapest one. That's all you really need. It's $15 a month, something like that. It's dirt cheap. Doesn't matter. So let's go ID, county. This was North Carolina. North Carolina. This is Rowan, North Carolina, county, paste. All right. So here's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to go line by line and they take a look at a parcel. They look at it. They're looking at, does this have, is it road frontage property? What does it look like? All this stuff. Does it have a flood zone or anything like that? So actually this one, it's funny that I pulled this one up. I probably would pull this one out because they own this parcel. But if you look at, they own this back parcel too. There's no way they're going to separate these two. So actually I would rate this as a 2. All right. And then it'll change color to red, knowing it's a bad parcel. So they go line by line like this. They pop it into here. They pop it into here. It's going to bring it to the property. Here's your property. They put it on 3D and they look at the topo. They look at the flood zone. They look at everything. Looks good. Then they go back to the parcel. They put a 1 next to it. Then we'll go here. Let's take this one. This is a 3. So let's copy this. So anybody could do this. You don't have to pay a VA to do it. You could totally do it yourself. It's just very time consuming. This is definitely a good example of scrubbing out something. Look how tiny this easement is coming through. One of the reasons why I would scrub this one out is that's such a tiny easement. Well, it's probably not a terrible property, but because he owns both of them, it works for him. But he owns, if I only bought this one, it doesn't work for me, right? So I would scrub that one out. So he put that as a 3. I could always remail that because it does have road frontage, but it's just an awkward lot. And this would be a prime. So let's see if it's actually a prime. So for about $90, I spent to get this this whole list scrubbed. So right here, One road here, one road here. This is prime road frontage, if you ask me. Double-sided lot, all that stuff. I know, honestly, Anthony, this is way better than doing it on data tree because I used to do that. I honestly like this better because they're looking more deeper into everything. Instead of just looking at a top view and scrolling left to right, I found this takes a lot less time. So for this entire list of 3,578 parcels, he did in less than 30 hours, and he was only $350 an hour. So it was cheap, if you ask me. For $90, I got it all done, and I scraped out. I have 3,800. I have 1,600 goods, and like only like 100, not even 88 prime properties. So I scraped out. Look how many I scraped out. Almost 1,800 parcels that I'm not mailing. That's a huge time saver, money saver, and like that. And Anthony, you're not doing it. They're doing it. I don't have to give them access to my data tree account. I don't have to give them all that stuff. I don't have to worry about it. I just say, here, do this, and that's it. And then they could look at all this stuff. They could look at all the properties. They could look at the people, everything. And then I could also scrub out duplicates when I'm done here too. So David Rads told me to do this. This is what he does too, and I freaking loved it.
I found Ariel.
Yeah. Leave her down, baby. She's still not feeling good. Go put her down.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so I have 7 minutes to price this data. Let's go to Redfin. Do you stay away? I don't necessarily. I don't know if I said this or not. I don't stay away from flagpole lots. I just think an easier sale is going to be your straight has road frontage county, has road frontage lot. So that's why I kind of stick to that. They both work though. All right, so kind of back. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go sold land. I'm going to go last year. I'm going to go here 4 to no max. See 89 homes. I'm going to go super quick here. So let's do this. Let's go scrub. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go pricing. I'm going to go price. Copy. So that's already copies. This is going to be Kennebec County ME. Okay, price this. Sold data. So I put it into here, file, import. Oops. Import, upload, browse. Redfin. When was this done? This is done right now. Okay, perfect. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of stuff that's off the MLS. So first thing we're going to do, delete this row because it has a little stupid thing. I'm going to mark this. I'm going to do format. I want to view, show, freeze, one row. I'm going to go here. If you look at this thing right here, it says source. This is super important. This tells you where it's from. Is it from county records or is it from nothing? Sort Z to A. Okay. Now, if it doesn't have anything in it, it means it's not from the MLS. Everything here was from the MLS. Sweet. So usually it'll say no source. It'll just not have anything. So I get rid of those. I believe that. So I'll get rid of that. So right here, I'm going to turn this to acres. Acres. I'm going to turn this to PPA. I do equals lot size divided by 43,560. Okay. PPA equals this divided by this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to select from here to here.
Can I still
Yeah, you just gotta wash your hands afterwards, okay, babe?
I'm staying near her.
Okay.
I'm staying with her the whole time.
Good idea.
Because I'm scared Summer or Dakota or they'll hurt her more.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I'm staying.
Bye, Lily. All right, so now I take my sold data, I drop it into here. Okay. I take my lot size, my URL. Hang on, this did not copy over. Crap. I did this wrong because this divided by this. Nope. Did I do it wrong? Equals this divided by this, you dummy. Anyways. Okay. I'm going to take this to address, copy this. Then I'm going to take it, go here. I'm going to paste this here. And then I got to get lot size. Go back here. Let's grab lot size. Cut this. Paste that. Huh. You want to fight me today, don't you? 43,560. And perfect. I don't know why this thing is not nothing wants to work with me today. Okay. So basically, this is my sheet. Now here's all my acreage ranges. That's currently what it is. I'm going to actually go back in here and I would delete like this one. I could tell you right now, lot 60. This is a duplicate. See, it's exactly the same pricing and all that stuff. So I'll delete all that stuff. So we go here, we go look at this. This is exactly the same. Actually, it's not. I'm wrong. So let's change these two to price, data theme, number, counting. Cool. All right. So now basically I'm just looking for outliers here. I mean, that's super high and that's super low. I'd go through all this stuff. See this 5 acre right here. This is high. So let's delete this. This 5.2 is high. Let's delete that. That's why I take it. You know, I used to like Excel better, but honestly, Excel would screw up so many of my APNs that I stopped using Excel because every time I would bring in APNs into Excel, it automatically deletes the first few zeros, and then I wouldn't be able to bring up an APN. So, and there's no way around it. I talked to the developers. They said that's just how it is. It's automatically going to try to fix this stuff. So I said, you know, I'm not using Excel anymore because I had too many issues where I sent out mailers and APNs are wrong or something was wrong because of that. So I stopped using that. Now I'm with Google Sheets primarily, and also integrating with other people and other people like all around the world. Super easy because I could just share the file. Yeah. So you got to stop using Excel. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much it. This is my pricing architecture. I'm going to go through this and kind of skinny this down, get it a little bit better. There's something here in the 40s that's throwing this off. Just not a lot of data. Okay. Okay, so all data raw. So I'm going to go file. I'm going to import. I'm going to browse, upload, browse, property search 34, upload. Here you go. Replace current sheet, replace current, convert, don't, boom. Here you go. So I don't have to worry about the APNs and all that stuff. So, all right, cool. So now I'm going to take APN to acreage. So all data raw, APN to APN. Okay, copy. paste. Oops. Wrong button. Alt it raw. Copy. Paste. Ah, you suck. Copy. Paste. There we go. So we got mail, city, state, zip, county. So we got, let's go mail, city, state, zip, copy, paste, and then we're going to go county, county. We actually had this the right way with the way it would pull off of whatchamacallit, but then I messed up. We're changing a couple things around, so I got to redo my sheets. So I'll just tell you guys, I just want you guys to see this. Once you start getting this stuff like set up, your life is going to be so much easier once you build like sheets out like this and stuff. Watch, ready? PPA. Oops. I deleted the whole row. I want to delete cells, shift up. Okay. I'm a dummy today, guys. I'm not hitting the right buttons. I'll show you what I'm trying to do. This thing will price out the entire market for me with one click. Or it won't. Sort by A to Z. Nope. That's why. Yeah, the main data is weird. This is actually throwing everything off. See, a lot of this stuff pulled like 0.2s, 1s, and stuff like that. That's not normal. Something is off with this. So we have all the formulas in here that'll pull the sold data. And basically what it does is it matches this to this. And it bases it off of this size. So it's not letting me do it right now. For some reason, I don't know why it's fighting me so much on main data. So maybe you guys are right. That maybe I shouldn't work in Maine. Awesome. So basically, that's basically how I price out the entire market. Sorry for the mishap at the end. This should have all transferred right over, but it just does not want to today. Oh, you know what? This might be it. Hang on, this might be it. All right, let's check that now. Nope. Cool. Michelle will fix it. Anyways, so that we'd price out the whole market. So that's basically how we pick it. So what's really cool is in an hour we're able to pull all the stuff and basically pick a market and price it. Cool, guys. I'm gonna hop out now. I gotta go take my daughter to the doctor. But Wisdom, email me. I will. Yeah, I mail LLCs. I don't care.
It's dead.
DM me, Wisdom, and then Mena DM me, and I'll send you guys your data.
Is it gonna
Thanks,
wake up?
guys. I'll see you guys soon. See you guys inside, Leah.
When is it
Have a good one,
gonna
y'all.
wake up? When is this chicken gonna wake up? Because it's dead.